So to start us off, I'll introduce myself. My name is Paul Makolaka, and I bring you greetings from your brothers in Nairobi. I hope you have received. Yes. So I'm not from, they also misspelled the name of the organization that I work with. So I wear two different hats. I'm CEO of Abia Nexus. So we are building the first decentralized online learning platform combining blockchain technology, AI, and heutagogy. Another different hat that I wear is that I'm a founder of Piggy. I'm sure when you are growing up, you had something like, you've heard of piggy banks. So we are building Piggy as a Bitcoin dollar cost averaging tool that runs as a mini app within Telegram. Yeah, so very quickly, let me just do a small intro about what we are going to discuss. Then I'll bring my panelists to each introduce themselves very quickly, and then we can move on. So ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a number. And that number is 47 million. So I don't know what that runs into your mind, but that 47 million, that's roughly how many Tanzanians are not yet fully participating in the formal financial system. Not because they don't want to, not because they lack ambition, but because the systems we built weren't designed with them in mind. Now, here is another number. $28 billion. $28 billion. I mean, that's a humongous number. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's an estimate what the informal economy contributes to Tanzania each year. And these are street traders, smallholder farmers, motorcycle taxi operators, women running savings groups in their communities. They move money, they create value, they feed families and build futures. But most of that activity happens outside the reach of credit, outside the protection of data, outside the tools that could help them grow. This is the gap these panelists here are going to help us solve. Not with theory, not with promises, but with the hard practical work of designing systems that actually connect finance to the real economy. Because let's be honest, we have been talking about financial inclusion for 2 decades now. The question is no longer, why does it matter? But the question is, what is stopping us from getting it done? That's what this panel is all about. We have about 5 panelists, and these are leaders on this stage who are not spectators in this transformation. They are building it. From banking halls in Dar es Salaam to government systems, from fintech startups in Lusaka to digital infrastructures across the continent. Together with these 5 panelists, we are going to explore 3 things. Number 1, where we actually stand today. That is, what is working, what's not, and why. The second thing, the real obstacles ahead. The regulatory gaps, the trust deficits, the technology choices that will shape the decade. And third, the pathways forward. Ladies and gentlemen, these panelists should be able to give us concrete solutions, hard trade-offs and what it will take to build a financial ecosystem that doesn't leave anyone behind. So let me bring my panelists to introduce themselves one by one. I'll start from my far left. Just your name, what you do. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I am CPA Wilson Willis Wakwe. I am senior investigator working with PCCB and also the CEO of PCCB SACCOS, which is a SACCO for PCCB employees. So I hope I'll have more time to elaborate later what we do.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Violet Swana Kapwanga. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to the Fintech Society of Tanzania for this invitation. My first time in Tanzania and Dar es Salaam, so I'm really excited to be here. I keep saying we are more the same than different as Zambians and Tanzanians, so very exciting. So basically I'm in Fintech. I co-founded a Fintech company called Songa Africa. What we do is that we created a digital savings platform. And the reason we did that is because in Fintech, right, we can do payments, we can do all these other things, but right now we need to move now to a savings economy as Africans. And that looks like creating platforms that help different individuals create sustainable finance. And away from that, I am also in digital infrastructure that helps institutions, governments to make data-driven decisions through emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. My name is Bimon Magare from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer at Headway Technologies Africa. We are the guys behind Initial Payment Solutions and Ambula, which is an embedded system that supports informal settlers and people within fragmented markets across East Africa to get access to finances, get access to information, and currently we're also working with the banking institutions and other institutions to support access to credit for small and growing businesses across the informal settlements within East Africa. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Frank Mata. I'm Product Manager online channel from UPA. As a bank, we provide different products to customers, including digital platforms, for them to be able to transact. And also, as the technology changes and industry movements, we partner with different fintechs to ensure that we provide financial inclusion to customers wherever they are. So, apart from doing traditional banks, we also operate in different fintechs to ensure that services are being adopted by different segments of customers. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Busani Matsebula. I'm from Eswatini. I'm currently the IT manager in Tanzania for Chinami, and is also the Bigabet, which are currently operating the Grand Casino, Palm Beach Casino, Las Vegas Casino, and Bigabet Sports Betting. I'm also an entrepreneur and a business owner of a company called Leap Taxi App from Eswatini, which is the only e-hailing system currently operating in Eswatini, which is 100% black owned, was founded and built by Swazi people for African market, and also to accommodate how the e-hailing and taxi services are operating in Eswatini. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my panelists, for that introduction. So my first question goes to, we start with Bivon. And my first question is, you build platforms that link payments to healthcare. to SME operators, to daily life, from experience on the ground, when digital finance actually works for ordinary people and small businesses, what does that look like? Give us a real example.
Thank you so much. Just before we go on stage, I listened to Dr. Catherine, and more what she said as a parting shot is a random trader at Karioko in Dar es Salaam, Oge Bombay, Nairobi, doesn't really wake up every day thinking about fintech and which bank is doing what. That is not really the problem every morning they wake up. One of the challenges that the traders face every day is how are they going to get access to cash flow? How are they going to improve their access to credit? How are they going to make transactions that look secure, that give them room to leverage and improve on what they're doing every day? So over time, we're building systems, or we're currently working with partners to build systems that look like one summary. For example, we've been working with SMEs within the healthcare sector, looking at it on what if randomly walking into a clinic, and after you've been treated, you're making a digital payment, and part of what you've made as a payment is used by a banking or a financial institution to give credit access to the clinic owner. Instead of getting the traditional way of you getting collateral, getting security to get access to credit and all your credit worthiness, what if we look at it from an angle where based on your digital footprint, based on what you have in the digital space, what if we use that as an ultimate paper for test on your credit worthiness? We're also looking at it on not as access to data, and of course with the recent entrance of AI as a tool for getting to look at the data, the risks involved in sending money cross border. We've been building systems that have so many layers of security. The latest technologies hopping into the next matatu or daladala and using your fingerprint, not necessarily when you have a smartphone or when you don't have, that your fingerprints can easily give room for you to make a payment seamlessly within the first 5 seconds of you boarding a public service vehicle, without necessarily, because in an event you rely on smartphones, it is very possible that your phone or your gadget can go off. What if we embedded all these services from an angle where you can access all the services within one platform, where the user necessarily doesn't have to log out on one platform, like you can access your health insurance from the same application on M-Pesa, or like you can access the piggy bank from Telegram or a super app, you can continuously get access to the system. So in other words, what we've been building is our direct user experiences. We're working on customer retention, because that is a major factor within the financial system, and that is actually what we've been experiencing within our processes of building systems across the region.
Thank you so much.